Devin Booker, a great three-point shooter? I don't know about that one. Hey guys, so it's your boy JRob447 back at it again with another video, and I know it's been a while since I put out a video on this channel, and let's just say I've been working on some other projects, just graduated college, you know, lots been going on, alright, especially with the Verona. Today we're going to be talking about Devin Booker and why I believe that he is not a great three-point shooter, and that this myth of him being a great three-point shooter is being propagated with no facts. Absolutely no facts whatsoever. Before I get into actually explaining why I believe that he's not a great three-point shooter, this video was basically prompted because I was on Twitter and I saw a post saying who's a better scorer or a better player in 2K, Devin Booker or Jason Tatum, and I saw that three-point rating for Devin Booker was at 82 and Tatum's was at 85. Even me, I was kind of caught off guard because I was under the assumption that Devin Booker was a great three-point shooter as well until I look at the facts, alright? Somebody commented and said Devin Booker's three-point should be higher, so I looked at the stats. I noticed that Jason Tatum has a better percentage and shoots more threes per game than Devin Booker, so it's justified. There's a perception of Devin Booker being a great three-point shooter, but it's contrary to the actual stats. Now, I think that this belief that Devin Booker being a great three-point shooter started when he was in college, alright? He played for the Kentucky Wildcats. Honestly, that season, he was probably one of the most consistent scorers on that team, and he shot 41% from the three-point line in his lone season for the Wildcats. Now, also, what can add to this mythology of Devin Booker being a great three-point shooter is the fact that he won the 2018 NBA three-point contest. In one round, he scored 28 points, which is an actual record for the three-point contest. And finally, the last nail in the coffin to help this myth of Devin Booker being a great three-point shooter is the fact that he shot 38% from three in the 2017-2018 season. That was 2 seasons ago. I'm here to tell you why that he's not a great three-point shooter, and people just need to stop. Now, if you look at his percentage this year, this season, you know, he's only played 62 games, obviously because of the Verona. He's shooting 36%, which is pretty good, but that would put him 96th on the league leaders of three-point percentage. And yeah, that's not pretty good. If you want to argue, oh, well, Devin Booker, he takes more threes, you know, he has a higher volume, so his percentage is going to be down. All right, if you make that argument in a vacuum, yes, you are correct. If you take more shots, it is more likely that your percentages are going to go down. If we look at the league leaders for three-point attempts, Devin Booker ranks 42nd, behind guys like LeBron James, Jay Crowder, Taurean Prince, and Bryn Forbes. We can go back to percentage, alright? So I just debunked that. We can go back to percentage. His percentage is less than guys like Kelly Olynyk, Marcus Morris, Jeremy Grant, Tony Snell, Serge Ibaka, Markieff Morris, Melo, Dorian Finney-Smith, and JaMychal Green. Yes, all of those guys I named have a better three-point percentage than Devin Booker this season. The great three-point shooter. But if you want to say, you know, Jordan, you gotta be fair. If you want to talk about volume and percentage, you should only look at guys who have shot more than 300 attempts this season. And Devin Booker basically played all the games for the Suns. So I think, you know what, that's a fair assessment. So let's look at those stats, okay? His percentage, when you're still looking at guys who shot more than 300 attempts, is still less than guys like Terry Rozier, Ben McLemore, Jaren Jackson Jr., Shetty Osman, and Tobias Harris. So I have a question for you guys. Is there one of those players that I named that is regarded as a great three-point shooter in the same breath or in the same conversation as Devin Booker? Like, are they regarded as great three-point shooters like him? I've never heard it. Maybe you have, but I definitely haven't. But let's keep going, because I'm not done. Even looking at his best three-point shooting season, which was the 2017-2018 season, where he shot 38% and won the NBA's three-point contest, he was still ranked the 49th best three-point shooter in terms of percentage that season. Men's wasn't even in the top 40. But you know, we have to look at guys who have similar shooting volumes as him. So Devin Booker shot around 7 threes per game, 7.1 to be exact. So for the sake of this argument, I'm only going to look at guys who have shot 6 threes and higher a game. And if we look at the players who have shot 6 threes and higher that season, hate to say it, but Devin Booker was still behind guys like Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Bryn Forbes, and also Patty Mills. I actually went back to fact check, and none of those guys that I named actually shot more than 6 attempts per game, while also shooting a better percentage than Devin Booker. But some guys who actually did that season were Kevin Durant, Kyle Lowry, Kemba Walker, and Wayne Ellington. So I asked the question yet again, are any of these guys that I just named regarded as a great three-point shooter like Devin Booker? Are they? I haven't heard it. Maybe you have. But I'm not done. To add some more fuel to the fire, Devin Booker last season shot 32%. Technically 33% if you want to round up, because it was .326. But I believe that if you are shooting less than 33% as a three-point shooter, that is not good. Because if you shoot 33% from 3, it's basically like shooting 50% from 2. So the only way I can justify a player shooting threes and keep shooting them is if they're shooting above. Like the cutoff is like 32 or 31.5. If you're shooting less than that, you need to stop shooting threes. And if Devin Booker's a great three-point shooter, he should not be shooting less than 33% in today's NBA. Yeah, I hate to say it, but my final verdict is that Devin Booker is a decent, above average, a pretty good three-point shooter. He is not great by any means. Maybe if Mans was playing in the 80s and 90s, he'd be considered a great three-point shooter. But as of today, in today's NBA, where there are a plethora of three-point shooters shooting more than 40% each season, Devin Booker does not fit in with them. So I'm just gonna need people to stop the lies, alright? He's a great scorer, but he's not a great three-point shooter. That is the lie that needs to be done. It's over. He's not a great three-point shooter. Never was. And finally, when it's all said and done, Damian Lillard will go down as one of the best three-point shooters in NBA's history, and he should go down as one of the best three-point shooters in NBA history. If you don't feel that way, maybe you should look at the stats. I'm all in favor of looking at the stats. So please look at the stats, alright? Because men lie, women lie, but the statistics don't. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope the Suns fandom, the Aaron Baines fan club, Devin Booker stans don't get mad at me for making this video, but this had to be said because I cannot stand the fabrications. Yes, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And as always, this has been another JRob447 video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. I really appreciate it. And also, I have another channel. It's called Picante J. And I've been basically posting videos on there every other day. So if you want to see some more content, it's not sports related, but there's going to be skits. There's going to be commentary videos on certain topics and just a plethora of stuff. So if you enjoy videos like that, and if you enjoy seeing your boy's face, pause, then I really suggest that y'all go to Picante J, because that's where I'm mostly going to be putting out content. As of right now, I'm still trying to work out the plan for this channel because, you know, there's not a lot of sports stuff going on right now. So it's really hard to figure out a topic to talk about unless y'all want to give me some topics to talk about. So yes, yeah, I also made this short little clip because, you know, you got to get to 10 minutes. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. As I said, please go on down to Picante J, subscribe. It used to be called JRob TV, but I changed the name. All right, there's a video on there as to why I changed the name. Please check out the Picante J, formerly known as JRob TV, formerly known as JRob 98 TV. Please check out that channel, subscribe, click the notification bell. I really appreciate it. And that's about it. That's all I got to say. So yeah, peace. That face you make when you still made a clip and your video still hasn't made it to 10 minutes, so you have to sit here and talk about it. Oh snap, the outro's coming. Securing the purse and the bag and the suitcase. I'll be grinning. Yeah.